Hey you guys, welcome back to Storytime from my bedroom. We are in the bedroom, you guys. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It is absolutely free. Click the bell for notifications. Give the video a thumbs up. Engage with me down in the comments, you guys, and share the video. You guys, I'm not gonna say we load on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's it. Because last week I had the situation was my back. And the complication was my back, you guys. I was taking a bunch of meds. The meds were absolutely making me sick to my stomach. So I had to stop taking the meds. So now I'm dealing with the back pain just with Tylenol. So I've been taking just Tylenol. And it's not as, my healing process is not as fast as I would want it to be because I'm not taking the proper medicines, you guys. But if you ever if you're not a pill popper and you don't take medication, anyways, when you take medications, and some of them are narcotics that they prescribe for you, it takes a toll on your body. And honey, it was making my stomach sick. And I was like, I can't do it, you guys. One of the pills, y'all, I took it and I can't hear. It's like it muffled your hearing. I said, oh my God. Everybody sounded like they was talking like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I said, oh, hecky now, honey. We just gonna get a piece of hard cardboard and we gonna get two waist trainers, strap it to my back. And we gonna do like this, honey. If I need to go somewhere, I'm gonna tell the kids, go rent a dolly from down at the local U-Haul, put me on there like they did the guy from Silence of the Lambs, and wheel me to the store, honey. Just don't put that mask on my face. But I'm not taking that medication anymore, you guys. So I gotta take a visit, you guys, to my doctor's and see what else he can do for me. So I've been doing some light massages and, putting ointment on my back and those little heating pad things to kind of, relax the muscles or whatever so that the muscle can heal. So one of the things that I did some research on how does muscles heal, I was surprised to learn that it's water, relaxing, and rest. So you guys, I've been laying right here in this bed, honey, and ooh, child, I done roll from one side to the other to help my body to rest. Hold on a second, you guys. So you guys, nevertheless, we are here. We are back. I hope you guys had an amazing weekend and all of that different stuff. We are back again, woohoo, on a Monday, good old morning, you guys. So I was thinking of a story to try to share with you guys, and I wanted to share something to you, excuse me, that was kind of concerning for me with my relationship with my brother Wendell. And he couldn't explain it to me, and I don't fully understand why he felt the way he felt. And I'm making this personal toward me. I don't understand why he felt the way that he felt, but he did. And it kind of brought a distance in me and Wendell's relationship for like the better half of maybe like 20 years. Me and Wendell had a great relationship when we were younger. And there was a period of time that Wendell was living a double life. He was in the closet with my brother being gay. And so I told you guys about the story, how he finally came out the closet and how my dad, would call him derogatory names. But I never called Wendell those derogatory names. Hey, this is my brother and he's gay. It just is what it is. I didn't never judge him, nor do I judge anybody that's, that's gay. That's your business, So, I mean, it is what it is. So, Wendell, when he finally came out and told us that he wanted to be, that he was going to be gay, and that's how he felt, I told Wendell, I said, Wendell, I don't want you to be gay. I told him that. And so he was like, what do you mean by that? I said, you're a black male and we live in America. We're not going to act like, you guys, that there's not a whole lot going on toward our black men. Acts of violence, murders on video, police brutality, things of society that's stacked against them, and being incarcerated, having heavier or more stricter sentences than those that are of a different, white counterparts for the same crimes, things of that nature. I said, you're already a black male. I said, now you're going to say, you're a gay black male. All the challenges that come along with it, all the brutality that comes along with it. Everybody is not open to your lifestyle. At that time, there wasn't laws and legislation in place, but there was more and more people beginning to come out and expose that they were gay, and everybody's not happy for you about you being gay and deciding that you want to live your life the way that you want to live your life. This is not the land of the free, honey. We're just not going to be, we're going to be real about it. I don't care what the slogan says. This is not the land of the free. And there are, things that come along with you being a black male and you're being a black gay male. And to add on top of that, Wendell's lover, I'll call him Anthony. Wendell's lover was white. So now you're black male, gay black male, and you're in an interracial relationship. There had to be laws put in place for blacks and whites to marry. You would be killed if you were seen with a white woman, or they didn't approve of it. It wasn't approved of. It was frowned upon. Even now you get certain stares and things like that. You find a black man posting his wife is white, and I guarantee you go down in the comments, somebody gonna say you couldn't find a sister and this, and this. And we're in 2022. So we're talking about something that took place in the 90s. And I didn't know, but I knew the hardship it is that comes along with being gay. And I didn't want him to experience that. So that's where my feelings was coming from when I told my brother, I don't want you to be gay, because I didn't want anybody to target him or mess with him or do anything to him or ridicule him or ostracize him. That's my brother. I told you, we got in a fight down there and I was punching the man in the thighs to hit on top of my head, baby. That's my brother right there. And this was at a time that the city of Cincinnati, we have a college here, and it's called University of Cincinnati, and it's a huge university, and a lot of people come from different states, and even international students come to go to UC. And it was a lot of kids or college students that were moving from out of state coming to Cincinnati, and what they were doing they was coming into coming out of the closet while being at UC, because they couldn't do it in their city. So we had some incidents, like several incidents, where some of the gay kids, or gay, I say gay kids, y'all. Anybody younger than me, y'all, I call them gay kids. Well, some of the gay people were getting beat up in Clifton because they, people were gay bashing. Like, this was at an all-time high. At this time, there was a movie that was out, and for the life of me, you guys, I tried to think of the name of the movie, because whenever I'm about to do story time, I'll try to think of the story in my mind so I know what to say when I come on camera. But it's a movie, and if you guys know this movie, please tell me what it is. I didn't even know how to Google it. I don't even know one word of the title, but I want to say it was Winona Ryder. And she was a girl, and she was dressing like a boy, and she had like this little choppy hair, that in the movie she had this choppy hair, and she moved to this other town because she wanted to come out and she wanted to live her own lifestyle. And she fell in love with this girl that was there. And for a while, I don't think she told the girl that she was a girl, because she looked like a boy. And the girl, I guess her girlfriend eventually found out. She didn't care, but they kept it a secret. I don't know how she got exposed. She was hanging out with guys and stuff like that, and they thought she was one of the guys. And I don't know how she got exposed. I don't know if somebody said something like that, she's a girl and she's not really a boy or something, but they took her her friends lured her somewhere, and they started beating her up and wrestling with her, or told her to take her shirt off or something, and they ripped her clothes, and they found out that she was a girl. And so they beat her up, and they actually killed her. And this, oh God, I don't know what the name of that movie is, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, please put it down in the comments. And then it was a time with Matthew Shepard. Now, I don't know if you know about Matthew Shepard, but he was a person, a gay person, and they killed him. They killed him. So I got all of this going on in my mind, and I'm like, I don't want you to be gay because I don't want anybody doing those things to you, but that's his lifestyle. There's nothing that I can say to him or whatever. So I don't know. I explained that to Wendell, but I know after that point there was a gap in between Wendell in being around his side of the family. So he kind of just ventured and stayed with his significant other. He kind of gravitated more toward his family. And so for many years, we did not see Wendell like if we invite him to a birthday party, he wouldn't come. The kids' birthday party, if there was, something, a gathering that we had, we would always invite him and invite Anthony, and he would not come. But he would go to all the functions that Anthony had with his family, and he would take pictures, and we were friends on Facebook. So me and Wendell's relationship went from being around each other a lot to kind of just, me and Wendell probably talk maybe 3-4 times a year, you guys. It was long distance into our talking. And, it was, when we would talk like we had just talked the day before, but technically we hadn't talked for 4 months, and we were just, that just was our relationship. So I say that me and Wendell, for me, my family had Wendell for the first half of his life, and the second half of his life, we say that Anthony had Wendell for himself. And I never understood, and it bothered me, because I never understood why you aren't coming around us. Why are you straying away from us when nobody made you feel, I know personally me, I didn't make you feel any type of way regarding who you are as a person. And I didn't understand that. So what brought this thing to a head one day was my oldest daughter was graduating from college. Now, mind you, no one on my mother's side, or my side of the family, had ever graduated from college. And, well, of my mother's children, I'll put it like that, had ever graduated from college. So this was something major. And my kids loved Wendell. When they would see him, or we would go over their home for like Thanksgiving or something like that, we would see him on their terms, but they would never come around us any other time. And so there was always something that kind of bothered me, but I never said anything because there's already a wedge. When there's already like a wedge or a disconnect somewhere, you don't want to say anything to like stir the pot, or you don't want to say anything to just totally cut it off completely when you don't even know where it's coming from the beginning. So my oldest daughter was graduating, so we said, who all do you want to invite or whatever? And so she was like, we got to invite Wendell. I said, okay, then let's send him the invitation. So we mailed him the invitation. We invited him. We invited his significant other to come with them, and then we followed it up. I followed it up with a phone call. I said, hey, Pooh's graduating from college, yada, yada, yada. You got to be there, da, da, da. This is such an accomplishment, blah, 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 the whole 9 yards. We didn't hear anything back. And so my daughter came to me a little bit closer to the time of her graduate. She was like, Mommy, she was like, Wendell never said anything, never respond, never RSVP, anything. And I'm like, okay, well, let's call him. So we end up, I said, you call him and, let him hear your voice or whatever. And so she went on and she called him, and he wasn't there, and she left a message. And so she had his email. So she emailed him, and she never heard nothing back. So it came closer to the graduation, and she was like, I don't think he's going to come. And I was like, Pooh, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think he's going to come either. So that kind of ticked me off. You guys. So we went through the whole graduation, and she was kind of hurt behind it. And then after that, I end up talking to Wendell. Well, my daughter brought back to me. She said, I don't understand how he's over here with his, boyfriend's family, and they're celebrating his dad's birthday. She was like, but he can't come and celebrate with me. So my daughter felt a certain kind of way. So by this time, we have to have a conversation. We're not going to dance around this. We're not going to talk past it. I'm not going to suppress my feelings anymore. We just going to have, you know, a whole conversation. And so some time went by. I don't know when me and Wendell talked or whatever. And he was like, I am so sorry I didn't come, blah, 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 blah. And the whole 9 yards. He sent my daughter a card, put like a couple of $100 in there. And my daughter was like, it's not about the money. I wanted him there. And I said, I get that, but we can't go back on it or whatever. So I began to express my feelings to him and blah, 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 blah. And so I told him, I said, I don't understand why you have really cut us off. I don't understand it. And I said, what is it? And he told me, you guys, he was like, Sherry, I just thought that you were judging me. How? He was like, you never did anything, you never said anything. He was like, it was just something on the inside of me. I said, is it something I made you feel uncomfortable about? Did I say something that, you know, I'm trying to figure it all out. He was like, no, it's just me. And then I'm like, what is it? Y'all, this is what he told me. He said, church people, because by this time I'm in church. He was like, I felt all church people just judged. I ain't all church people. I'm a minister, but I ain't all church people. And I said, so where does that come from? He was like, it's just internal. He was like, and so it just made me kind of shy away from you. And then I said, well, don't, what the heck is going on? He was like, it just made me kind of shy away from you. He was like, it's a lot of stuff that I didn't tell you about. And I'm like, didn't tell me what? Y'all, he proceeds to tell me, so this is a story 2. This is a 2 stories, 2 story. Y'all, my worst thoughts when I said, Wendell, I don't want you to be gay, came true. Tune in for part 2. I done left y'all on the cliffhanger.